What's happening, everybody? How are you doing? Excuse me there for just 1 second. Finish off a little bit of water here. It's officially Sunday. It's actually 1:30 in the morning. This is live unlisted, so we don't have an audience, and because I wanted to go over something with y'all, an experience that I've had, and wow, it hasn't been good. And I don't normally do videos like this. I usually don't, you know, throw a company any kind of negative reviews or anything like that unless I feel that I've really just been taken for a ride. And that's pretty much how I feel with this experience here. Here it is, man. 5 days before Christmas, and uh, for my son, I was wanting to build him a guitar, and my first guitar build went pretty good. It wasn't a kit. It was actually a guitar that I bought from eBay. And when it got here, I went ahead and took it apart and got rid of the cheap parts, ordered new parts, went ahead and painted it, put it together, made some adjustments, and I was finished. And the results were pretty good. I was very happy with the turnout of the guitar. So I thought, wow, I'll get my son uh, a guitar for Christmas, but I'll build it. And I said, but this time I'll get a guitar kit. And I said, it should be better quality, than the first one. For what I paid for the first guitar, it's not a, it's where am I at? It's not an EVH level guitar, of course, but it's still pretty dang good for what it is. I was like, wow. I got to plug up my laptop here. I'm looking at my battery. It's about halfway down or so. So let's plug this up. There we go. And excuse me, but so I'm going to show you the site. So don't, look, if you decide to buy from this site, or if you've bought from this site and you had a great experience, let me know in the comments. I mean, I know uh, sometimes you get a lemon. I mean, sometimes that happens, but my God, for the money I paid for this kit, I shouldn't be having, or I shouldn't have had any problems whatsoever. Everything should have went smooth as silk, but that's not what happened. So let me give you a backstory real quick before I show you the site. Um, of course, Eddie passed. We all know. If you're a guitar player, you already know this. Well, it's hard to find. Um, Here we go again. It's hard to find EVH product. It's hard to find. A lot of them, pretty much all, I would believe, are sold out. Unless you want to pay big money, where people scalping, stuff like that on the internet. But for EVH products from like Sweetwater, American Music Supply, Z Sounds, all these online companies, they're all sold out. So a lot of people are building their own kind of Van Halen guitar kits, so to speak. That's what I did, and I wanted to do another one for my son, like I said. So Eddie passes away, and I was like, I'd like to just, if I could find the Kramer style body and neck, that would be cool. So I start to do some research on Google, and it came across this company, BYO, which stands for Build Your Own Guitar. And I remember a while back I saw they had that Kramer style body and headstock, neck with a banana headstock, I should say. And excuse me. And well, after Eddie passed, of course, people that sell these kind of kits and other things, they jack the price up. So I want to say the price before was probably around the $250-300 range. I could be wrong. I didn't fact check that, but I want to say it wasn't as high as what I paid um, in the end. So I look at the kit, and with the shipping and everything, the kit was $415. And there are things you can check. Now, I didn't know this till after, so I just didn't notice it. But there are you have to hit these certain drop-down menus for options on your build. Like if you want top-of-the-line pickups or hardware components or whatever, it can get rather pricey. I mean, it can. And I thought I didn't see that until after I done ordered my kit. And so I went back on the site and I was looking. I said, "Oh man," I said, "I didn't know you could do that." But I was kind of glad I didn't because it was expensive. I was like, well, I could get my own Floyd. I can order my own, pickup and all that, and still save some money, a little bit. But my common sense told me that since you're paying $415 for this kit, surely to God they're going to send you some at least middle of the road components. It shouldn't be crap. And boy, was I wrong. And so let's look at the site here. See if I can go to it real quick. Let's see. Can you see that right there? Am I doing this right? Let's see. Let me see if I'm. Let me share screen first. Let's do that, right? Okay. Uh, okay, here we go. I haven't done this in quite a while, so you have to pardon me. Okay, now here we go. Now we're sharing the screen. Let's see. Now we're on their homepage here, BYO, and it says, look at the top. It says guitar kits, custom shop, bodies, necks, and wood, electronics and hardware, accessories and supplies, gallery. Okay, now let's go to kits. Let's see what they have. And this is where I went to. All right, let's see here. Now I don't know if they still have the kit that I ordered because they called it the eruption kit, which is pretty clever, right? And for legal reasons. All right, let's go to kits right here, guitar kits. This is where I went, and let's see. So as you can see, we got there's a telly style kit, and you can see it, as pictured what comes with it. Pretty much everything, right? Let's see. Okay, now let's go down to right here. See, it says, look right here. It says lunatic style. Now that's pretty much what I got, except it was called the eruption kit. Now this is 189. Okay, let me go. Let me scroll down a little just to just to check, make sure they don't have it before I proceed. I don't think they do. No, they do not. Man, look at that kit on the bottom. Super Strat, $759. Excuse me. So let's go to the Lunatic kit. Now, see right here, upgrade pickup, hardware. So you can let's go right here, see what they have. See, I did this on my phone. I didn't do it on the computer. So if you want there's the eruption pickup. So 3250, and it goes all the way. Duncan distortion, Seymour Duncan 86. So I don't know. I got the custom Seymour Duncan. But anyway, I'm going to tell you, man, this stuff here, this stuff here, it is a joke. So I just okay, look right here. I just ordered what it was. Now look right here, it says pre-drill for me. Now if you want for them to pre-drill the holes, okay, on the headstock, and where your hardware goes for your Floyd Rose, I guess the stud mounts or whatever. I'm not quite sure what you'd call it. Like, look right here. See, this is pre-drilled, all right? Stuff's pre-drilled for the holes and all that. Well, I'll tell you that story in a second. But see, look, you have to choose right here. Neck or all, if you want all the stuff drilled, they charge you $50. All right. So, paint grade body, they would charge you extra for that. Okay. Uh, so it's just when I got this is pretty much what I got, but they call it Lunatic. I don't know if that's just if they just changed the name from Eruption to Lunatic and it's the same thing. It looks the same to me. So you're looking at look at this back ordered. All right. This kit is out of stock until late December. Kit will have 2-piece mahogany body. Check out our Shredder Custom Shop kit for a high quality made in USA option. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you. This here is when I got this. Okay, let me just say this first. All right, let me stop sharing this for a second. So, let me just say this. Okay. Now, to be fair, when I went back and looked on that where it says, "Do you want them to pre-drill the holes for you?" No or yes, And I was like, "Oh God, I didn't know I didn't know I was supposed to choose that. I just figured you ordering a kit. I figured that all that stuff would be ready." So I called him. I called him up and I talked to him. The guy was really nice. I don't remember his name. I told him my name so he could look it up on the computer. And I said, "Did I check the box for y'all to drill the holes for me, or did I leave it? Did I check it? Yes or no? Which one?" He said, "You left it alone, so the default answer would be no." And I said, "Well, can you please drill the holes for me? Because I don't have any machinery to do that, and I'd already paid for the kit." And I said, "I can go ahead and pay. If I need to pay extra, I'll pay. Because I want it done right." And he said, "Don't worry about it, man. You've already paid for it. I'll put a note onto the on your order." Now I ordered my kit on October 15th. That's when I ordered it, and it said when I ordered it, it said will be delivered in 6 weeks. It was backwards. Everybody's buying these kits. Okay, I said that's cool, man. 6 weeks, so I should get it around Thanksgiving. And I said, okay, that's cool, man. I can handle that. And I said, I'll go ahead and order my parts while I'm waiting on the kit to get here. And so the guy said, "You've already paid for the kit." He said, "I'll just put a note on your order and they'll pre-drill the holes." I said, "Okay, man." He did me a solid. Okay, so 6 weeks comes and goes, no guitar kit. The week of Thanksgiving comes and goes. It was about 2 weeks, you know. So you're getting to around the 1st of December. It finally shows up. The box was all beat up, beat all to hell. I figured they would have double boxed it. I mean, but it was just one single box, man, and it was like crushed here, crushed here. I was like, holy shit, man. I was like, what? And so I immediately brought it in here in the music room, cut the tape off of it, opened it up. Everything looked like it was okay. And I figured they would have, packaged it with some styrofoam peanuts or something. Yeah, I didn't see none of that. They had a little bit of plastic in there, or whatever, but it was not, packaged like you would think that it would be. I mean, yeah, it's just wood. There's nothing fragile, but still, you don't want stuff thrown around, and you don't want the neck to be broke or anything. So I take everything out and I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, it looks okay, it feels all right. And so I had to leave, had to go to work, do all that. So next couple of days I start to fiddle around with it. I go ahead and start painting it, get all that done. I get the headstock painted, get the body painted, do the stripes, all that stuff. Parts start to come in. the Floyd Rose and the Seymour Duncan Custom 78 EVH modified, the same pickup I have on my first build. So I get done with the paint and all that stuff, let all that dry, put just a light coat of clear coat on it, and so last week I start to, put the components in. Well, first let me say this: do I have the? It's back here somewhere, but the pot that they sent. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on just one second. Just let me see if I can find this pot. And it's. I mean, yes, the options are there to upgrade, but as much as you paid for the kit, or I paid for the kit, you shouldn't have cheap stuff. There's no way. Let me just see real quick if this should be right behind my laptop. Let me see. I found it. So this was the input jack, and they got it wired to the pot, and then a ground to come out to your pickup. Now, look, I want you to see how small this pot is. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Look at that. I mean, that is crazy. It's about the size of a dime, and the wiring. The wire is real thin. It's bad. It's really bad. I mean, look at the volume knob. Look how small that is. It's supposed to be an MXR. I mean, a 500K pot is a lot bigger than this. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is the size of my freaking pinky. And that's a joke. That's a joke. That's what came in the box for the pot. And now I already had some wired components already on the side from what I did my first build. I like to order a couple extra parts and stuff just in case there's one's faulty. I got something to fall back on. And if the first one's not faulty, then I got a spare, which is always cool. Okay, so I looked at that and I thought, this is a freaking joke. Threw it to the side. I went ahead and put in some new wired components, new 500K pot, switchcraft input jack, all that good stuff. And I waited on the pickup. Just came actually the day before yesterday, and I got it and just drilled it right into the body like Eddie did, and so did that. And now it's time to put the Floyd Rose on. Remember, all this stuff was pre-drilled, so you shouldn't have to bore out any holes or make any adjustments as far as the drilling is concerned. You shouldn't have to do no drilling, none of that, because it said pre-drilled. Well, I'm here to tell you, man, this kit has been a pain in my ass since I've gotten it. I mean, first the box is all effed up, and I'm like, holy shit, man, is this stuff is it cracked or broke? The components are shit, and it's a freaking rip. It's a rip-off, man. It is a freaking rip-off. So I go to put the, for your Floyd Rose, you got those two holes right there. I call them Floyd Rose mounting studs or whatever, mounting screws, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the proper name. Well, they're pre-drilled, so I go to put those in, and the holes aren't big enough. I said, oh my God, you got to be kidding me, man. What the hell? So I get my little tool, and I'm trying to bore it out a little bit. it's not wanting to do anything. I've already painted the body, right? I've already did all this. So then I get a drill bit and bore it out and do all that. Finally get that. I get those Floyd Rose mounting studs in there, get them in there, and then I said, okay, now I gotta put the tuners on, and I just used the tuners that came with the kit. I'm not telling you no joke, folks. I'm not telling you a joke. The tuners wouldn't even go through the tuning hole. They wouldn't even go. They wouldn't. You couldn't. I was like, I know good and well paint don't take up that much damn room on this stuff. It's not like I had 8 layers of paint on there. I couldn't even get the tuners to go through. So I had to get my tool again and kind of bore the holes out nice and easy. And I got them in there, and so I'm like, wow, this is ridiculous. Okay, so I put the pickup in tonight, just drilled it into the body, and my son, he wanted gauge 10 strings, and he wanted it tuned down half a step. I said, okay, that's what you want, that's fine. So I go ahead and put the strings on, and it's like the neck, where the neck goes into the neck pocket. It's like the neck is too far, like it's, I put the strings on and the strings are like just riding on top of the neck. There's supposed to be a little bit of space there, from the strings to the neck, right? And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So I go ahead and look at it again, and I took the neck off, and I looked, and I was like, is this not, do I need to shave this off? What is it? So I put it back, and apparently I didn't have it seated correctly in the pocket. So I went ahead and did that, and it was fine then. And I said, okay, that makes me feel better. I was like, God almighty. It's been one effing thing after another with this build. And so I get that back on, put the strings on, and I'm trying to tune it. And and there's more issues. There's more issues going on with it. And I'm like, oh my God. So it's to the point where when you look at it, it looks good. But a guitar that looks good compared to a guitar that's not playable is worthless, you know. So I got to mess with it again tomorrow, try to make some more adjustments and see what's going on. I think, I want to say right now, I'm thinking that the Floyd Rose is just out of whack, and there needs to be some adjustments made there. It's just something that's going to take some time. But I'm going to tell you, man, it's like, they might as well not even drilled anything on this kit. Nothing. I mean, it has been one thing after another, and I said, man, you try to, in your mind, you're like, okay, I'll give him a chance, and then something else happens, and then I'm like, you know what, screw this, man. So take it from me, man. Don't buy nothing from BYO. Don't buy a kit. Don't do it, man. You're better off just to get a guitar that's already put together and take it apart and do what you want with it. Man, this is the first kit I've ever bought, and it's put a sour taste in my mouth. I will never do that again. And it's like I said, for the money that I paid, man, it should have went smooth as silk. Got it together and put the Floyd Rose mounting studs in there, and everything should have matched up. Should have been just beautiful. And then I could have had it ready for my son for Christmas. But now it seems like I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if I'm going to have it done by Friday, because it's just, I'm telling you, man, you get over one hurdle and there's another and another and another and another. I'm like, my God, it's like, and they told me, uh, I called them, the first time I called them, they said that they make the kits when you order them. They make them in-house there. Because the first time I called, I talked to a young lady. She was really nice, you know. This isn't personal at all, but it's business, man. I mean, it's like, I feel like I just threw my money away almost. I was like, my God, I've been better off buying a freaking Kramer, from AMS and just went ahead and stripped the paint off and did it my way, but there's just something about it when you can kind of do it yourself, kind of from the ground up, like I did the first one, and then I started on this one, and I was like, oh my God, this is a train wreck, So you learn as you go. I will not buy from this company again, man. They damn sure won't get my money. But the lady said they build the kits when the order comes in, and she said now these are going to be on back order for a while because these are the main kits that people are buying. I was like, yeah, no problem. Shit. If I would have known I was going to even have an inkling of this kind of trouble, I would have just said, you know what, cancel that order. Just cancel it. Because, let's see, with what I got in it now, yeah, it's more than what I wanted to put in it. But I wanted to, I want to make sure it's right for my kid, man. I don't want to give him here, you can't play it, but you can hang it on the wall. What good is that? That ain't no good. So, yeah, build your own guitar. Stay away from them, man. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. There was a guy where I work. I don't know where he got, and you can find these kits on Amazon too. And, Amazon gets it from different places as well, But there's a guy where I work. He knew that I play guitar, and I built one guitar, and I was going to start on my second one. And he said, man, I got a guitar kit that I bought a while back. I need to finish it. And he got a Telecaster kit, but I didn't ask him where he got it. But he's a new guitar player. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I said, that's kind of cool, man. His very first guitar, he wanted to build it himself. And but the only problem is when you're a new guitar player and you build your own guitar, you're not sure what the adjustment should be. You're not sure what intonation is. You're not sure what the action is supposed to be. You don't know. You don't know. You don't have any mileage on it. You don't have enough experience. So he said it'd been sitting around for the longest time, and I showed him the picture of my first build, and he goes, "Oh man, I like that. That's awesome." I said, "Thanks, man." Well, about a week or so went by. I saw him when I was getting off work early one morning. He said, "Hey man, I got my kit done." And he showed me a picture on his phone. It was nice. It looked good, but like I said, looks and playability, that can be two different things, man. And he stained it. It was just a plain body. He stained it. It looked good. It looked really good. But I didn't really ask him how does it play or anything like that because he doesn't. He hasn't. He's just learning how to do a power chord. So I don't know, man. I mean, everybody's got their own thing, but I think that excuse me, I think he'd have been better off getting a starter kit. You know what I mean? Like an Epiphone beginner guitar kit with the guitar and amp, strap, cord, and all that stuff. But that's just my opinion, man. It doesn't mean anything. But yeah, build your own guitar, man. Just buy your own. Don't order from these people, man. Jesus Christ. I was like, my God. And I looked at the kits on Amazon, and those kits, they all kind of look the same. They all got that same generic headstock. The reason I got this one was because it's got that banana headstock that's really similar to the Kramer. I mean, of course, there's some differences there because they can't be spot on exact, But all those other kits, they have that generic looking headstock, and it's like, oh my God, that looks so ugly, unless you want to take the time to carve it and shape it how you want. But I don't have that kind of time. So anyway, that's my video. Build your own guitar. Don't buy from them. Don't do it. Oh my God, don't do it. Get a kit from somewhere else, or just buy a guitar and upgrade the parts. Take it apart, take the old parts off, get your new upgraded parts, put it back together, or whatever you want to do. You'll be a lot better off. Because a guitar that's already together and you take it apart, well, that stuff's going to go right back. Unless you have to, unless if it has a Floyd Rose, like I upgraded on my first build, I had to upgrade to Floyd Rose. Those studs, Floyd Rose mounting studs, didn't quite go in those holes either. I had to bore them out a little bit, but it was just a little. It wasn't nothing like what I did on here. I was like, Jesus, I might as well get a jackhammer. So, but the first build was a little aggravating, but nothing like when I'm dealing with this. This here is a pain in the ass. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching this, and until next time, we will see you later. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.